Hey guys, and welcome to the review of the Sega Master System. Now, the Sega Master System was released as a direct competitor to the Nintendo Entertainment System. The Master System was constructed with a lot more superior hardware than the NES, that has to be said, but it did not get the grasp that the Nintendo Entertainment System had, unfortunately, especially in Japan or North America. But I know, I know for a fact that it was far more popular in Europe, and especially Brazil, because if you haven't heard, that Brazil are manufacturing new Sega Mega Drives now as well. Unfortunately, the poor old Sega Master System, though, does lacks a very large number of titles in its library, because Nintendo had all the licensing practices and rights to all the third-party developers. So they weren't allowed to create any games for any other systems, which I wish they did, because I do like the Sega Master System. It is a nice console. Especially, even though it does look like you'd be like flying a jet from it or something, or a spaceship. The sales of the console have been estimated, though. I think it's roughly between 10 and 13 million. That's not including Brazil, I don't think. I remember reading that on the internet. Although the NES sold over like 62 million, so this was the underdog. But it's a good underdog because the graphics are far better, and a lot of the games are you've got like Sonic the Hedgehog and Alex Kidd on there and Shinobi. And also, I did just quickly check that in 2015, the Sega Master System is the longest lived gaming consoles. It's 30 years and still continuing because it's so popular in Brazil. Now that is something that Nintendo has never done. Look at it. It is fantastic. I love it. It's a really nice console. Like, you'll have your power on-off there. We have our two controller ports here, which is the mighty Sega Genesis ports, may I add. This is what I find really weird, because the pause switch is not on the controller, it's on the top. And also we have the reset buttons, we've got pause and reset. It's very strange having those there, and we've got a little map here telling us what to do. And a little door for our cartridges. I like the top loading bay rather than the toaster oven. On the back of the console we have, it uses the same input as the Sega Mega Drive 1, and we also have the RF output, and then a standard AC adapter in there. I do like the Sega Master System. That beautiful logo. Beautiful! Now, the Sega Master System is very affordable. I highly recommend you get one for definite. I got mine for £30 with 2 controllers and 5 games. Now, I haven't actually bought any more games at the moment because some of them are quite expensive, and then obviously you do find cheaper ones, but they're not like the ones you want. But in the bundle I got with this, I got Wimbledon 2. It kind of reminds me of Mortal Kombat. I'm not even going to lie. And it's a tennis game, so whatever you make of that. We have Asterix. Now, I love Asterix. This game is damn fine. Just a standard platforming game. It's good. Sega. The Ninja. I haven't actually played this one yet. I've played all the others, just not this one. It didn't grab me, just because the fact it's just The Ninja. Yeah. What a game. Dat Ninja dough. Moving swiftly on. Obviously, we have Alex Kidd and Shinobi World. Damn fun game. I like this. I do like the Alex Kidd games. And it's in Shinobi World. What more could you ask for? Ninjas with Alex Kidd. Love it. And then, obviously, the port of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a great port. And it's the same one that they use on the Game Gear. Fantastic. In fact, go Sonic, go. You go in there. You live in there. Be happy. After all, I know I covered all of this in my previous video, which to buy, Sega or Nintendo. But we're going to have another look at the controller. I said in my video I don't like it. Well, I don't, but I do at the same time. It's just more or less exactly the same as the Nintendo Entertainment System controller. I'm not... This is the part I'm not keen on. I'm not 100% sure I like the D-pad, because obviously you'll press to go right or left. But I've noticed as I'm running along, my finger slowly drifts down into the diagonal corner, so obviously I'm like either looking at the floor or something like that. It's just, I'm not 100% keen on it. Those buttons are fine, even though I find it really weird having the start button on that button. Not bad though, it's good for what it is. Still prefer the mighty Sega Genesis controller, but that's not the point. But yeah, I wouldn't let this hinder you in buying one. I think it's fantastic, the Sega Master System. Much do I do with everything Sega has ever produced. So obviously we come to the part, is it worth buying? Yes it is. That is a simple answer. I definitely recommend going to find one of these with like a whole bunch of games. Obviously I got 2 controllers, there's one there and I've got one over on a shelf over there. And obviously I got 5 games, all for £30, which is a fantastic bargain if I'm completely honest. Now, obviously whatever your budget is, you might not find a deal as good as I did, but I highly recommend that you get one of these because there are some fantastic video games to play on it. And of course this is like 30 years old now, this one, because this is the first, the Mark 1. So, this works, whereas my Nintendo Entertainment System doesn't work wholeheartedly great, because obviously it is prone to failure, as I've said before. So, if you was going to choose between the two, this one would be the one to go for, because it's not got as much value in it as the Nintendo Entertainment System. So I think your money would be going somewhere pretty good if you bought one of these and then obviously save up and buy a NES as well. But I highly recommend the Sega Master System. It's a fantastic games console. And what's better is you have Alex Kidd, Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't think you need any more than that. Unless you want Wimbledon 2, but of course, that game is just is the best. It's the best. It's Game of the Year, Golden Joystick, everything. So guys, remember to comment, rate and subscribe. Fist bump, and I'm going to see all of you in the next video.
What could possibly go wrong?